So my name is Velu and I'm the Director of Artificial Intelligence at Capgemini. So winning the ICT Professional of the Year has been one of the most significant recognitions in my career. Firstly, the industry, the recognition from industry and peers. And it has opened up a whole raft of new opportunities. I've connected to networks that I didn't have access to before. So I strive to be a positive role model in the workplace. I take a lot of my personal time most of the times, it's what you do outside of your day job. I take a lot of my personal time to inspire and motivate our next generation, develop our future skills for the country and so on. So that's, I believe those are the attributes you need, what you do at work, obviously, and then what you do outside of work in your professional area of expertise. Of course, the most important thing is to have that highest standard of professional ethics in your work. For me, that's very important as well. I was lucky in many ways that I've been at the forefront of technology in my career. For example, I was involved in implementing one of the most complex e-commerce platforms in Japan a few years ago, and this was even before people understood what e-commerce was, and here we were implementing the biggest of its kind. So those are the sort of my standout projects in my career. So some of my personal attributes that sort of stand out is obviously firstly demonstrating that excellence in your field of work. Having that highest standard of professional ethics and being that positive role model in the workforce. Those have been my key focus areas, and I've put a lot of time and effort into developing those attributes. But it is the commitment and the passion towards what you do. I can tell you hand on heart, I love what I do. I would not be doing anything else other than what I'm doing now. As a technology professional, it's not just about understanding these complex technologies, but being able to articulate that and relay that concept, these complex technical concepts, to a wide range of audience, from business stakeholders to managers to consumers to policymakers. I think these people rely on technology professionals like us, and it's almost imperative for us to understand this and to communicate this to a wider audience. I started this thing called a Friday pitch, where we would all gather on a Friday, perhaps with a lunch brown bag, and we would get one or two people to pitch an idea that they've been having in their head or conceptualizing in their head, or an opportunity that they identified when they were in an engagement, or an idea to solve a problem radically differently, So, and they would come and pitch at this thing, and then the rest of us would act as judges, and we would vote that idea. It's a small thing, but it started to flex that creative muscle in the organization. Artificial intelligence is not everywhere yet. It is poised to touch every aspect of the way we work and live. From the way we do healthcare, to where policies are made, to where finances are going to be managed, to where education systems are going to be run. So we have to understand what this technology can and cannot do. Our future is in working with these smart systems and applications around us, and if for that future to work the way we want it to work, we have to get involved and contribute in shaping that future for us, which means we got to understand what this technology is capable of doing and what the risks are, and therefore we can contribute to the policies and the regulations and everything else that's associated with this technology. We must stop believing in Hollywood definitions of artificial intelligence. So we've got one end of the spectrum, we've got people who think this is some evil technology that's going to get better than us, take all our jobs and turn us into some insignificant paper clips or something. Or on the other end, you have almost every marketing material out there has some AI in it these days. So from AI toothbrushes to AI coffee cups, which has diluted the definition of what AI or artificial intelligence is. So we as technology professionals, we as the digital leaders, have to understand that technology well enough and communicate that to the wider audience.